Imagine living life where your emotions don't control you. Instead, they guide you toward the best version of yourself. Think about how calm, centered, and powerful you'd feel every day, able to handle any challenge life throws your way with composure and confidence. Today on Personal Revolution, we're diving into 11 powerful, life-changing lessons to help you master your emotions for good. By the end of this journey, you'll have a clear blueprint to respond to situations with clarity and control, understanding that emotions are here to help you, not control you. Let's get started. Welcome to Personal Revolution. Emotions are like life's color palette. They give life depth, meaning, and richness. But when they overwhelm us, they can make things confusing and even painful. True emotional mastery isn't about shutting down feelings or forcing positivity. It's about understanding each feeling, using it as a guide, and managing it with balance. In this episode, we'll walk through each lesson in detail, complete with examples, exercises, and real-life stories, so you can fully absorb these principles and live each day with calm and confidence. 1. Understand what emotions are and why we have them. Emotions have evolved with humanity over thousands of years, helping us survive and thrive. Each feeling, whether it's joy, fear, anger, or sadness, carries valuable information to help us navigate our world. But to master emotions, it's essential to understand that they're signals, not commands. Imagine you're feeling anxious before a big presentation. Instead of pushing the anxiety away, recognize that it's there to keep you alert, ensuring you're prepared and focused. Start a journal to record your emotions daily. Note what you're feeling, why you think you're feeling it, and what this emotion is trying to tell you. Over time, you'll notice patterns and gain insight into how emotions guide you. 2. Learn to name your emotions with precision. Naming emotions accurately is like shining a light on them. General labels like "I feel bad" don't help much, but when you can say, "I feel disappointed" or "I feel anxious," you give yourself clarity. And clarity is key to managing emotions effectively. Example, if you had a disagreement with a friend, instead of saying, "I'm upset," try to pinpoint it. "I feel misunderstood this way." You know what's bothering you and can address it directly. Use a feeling wheel, a chart listing a range of emotions to identify the specific emotion you're experiencing. The more specific you are, the more you'll understand what action, if any, to take. 3. Recognize your emotional triggers. Triggers are those little sparks that make emotions flare up, sometimes unexpectedly. Learning what sets off your emotions, whether it's a tone of voice or certain situations, helps you prepare for and manage your reactions. If you realize criticism triggers frustration, next time it happens, take a moment to recognize it instead of reacting right away. Reflect on moments when you've had a strong emotional reaction and note what triggered it. This helps you spot patterns and gives you more control when similar situations arise in the future. 4. Practice deep breathing and relaxation techniques. Deep breathing isn't just for moments of panic, it's a powerful tool for everyday stress. Breathing deeply signals to your body that it's okay to relax, releasing tension and calming the mind. Imagine you're in a heated argument. Instead of saying something you might regret, try box breathing. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4. It's a simple yet powerful way to calm down before reacting. Practice deep breathing for 5 minutes daily. Building it into your routine makes it easier to rely on when you're stressed, helping you stay grounded even in challenging situations. 5. Learn to pause before reacting. When emotions run high, The instinct is to react immediately. Pausing gives you a moment to choose how to respond, allowing you to act in alignment with your true intentions. Say someone criticizes you at work. Instead of immediately defending yourself, take a breath, count to 5, and think about how you want to respond. This space between stimulus and reaction is where your power lies. In small, low-stress situations, practice the habit of pausing. When someone says something that bothers you, count to 5 before responding. This practice builds resilience for handling high-stress moments. 6. Practice self-compassion and be kind to yourself. It's easy to be harsh on yourself when you make mistakes, but self-compassion is a powerful antidote. Treating yourself kindly helps you grow, learn, and respond to emotions constructively. If you're feeling regret after making a mistake, try saying, "I'm human and everyone makes mistakes. What can I learn from this?" Place your hand over your heart and repeat, "This is a tough moment, but may I be kind to myself." This small act of self-compassion brings a soothing response, helping you regain emotional balance. 7. Focus on gratitude to balance your emotions. Gratitude is a powerful tool that shifts focus from what's wrong to what's going well. When you feel gratitude, negative emotions tend to lose their intensity. If you're frustrated with a job situation, take a moment to list things you're grateful for. This shift helps lighten the mood and gain a balanced perspective. Start a gratitude journal and write down 3 things you're grateful for each night. When you're feeling down, read through your entries to remind yourself of the positive things in life. 8. Find healthy outlets for emotional release. Bottling up emotions can lead to burnout. Finding ways to release them helps you stay mentally and emotionally balanced. Going for a walk or exercising when you feel stressed is a constructive outlet that helps clear your mind and release tension. Make a list of activities that help you relax and unwind. Whether it's listening to music, painting, or going for a jog, aim to do at least one every day to keep your emotions balanced. 9. Set boundaries to protect your emotional health. Setting boundaries is crucial for emotional well-being. It's okay to protect yourself from situations that drain you. If a friend's constant complaints are overwhelming, let them know you need space to focus on positive things. This small boundary helps you manage emotions and maintain mental clarity. Identify one area where you need a boundary. Practice saying no when you need to, and observe how it impacts your energy and emotions. 10. Replace negative thoughts with balanced ones. Negative thoughts can become overwhelming if left unchecked. By challenging them with more balanced thoughts, you bring clarity and maintain perspective. If you think, "I always mess up," challenge it with, "I made a mistake, but I'm learning." This shift reduces negative emotions, helping you focus on growth. Identify one recurring negative thought. Write a positive or balanced statement next to it. Practice this exercise daily to build a habit of positive thinking. 11. Seek support when needed. Mastering emotions doesn't mean doing it alone. Sometimes reaching out to friends, family, or professionals can provide valuable insights and support. When you're overwhelmed, talk to a trusted friend or seek therapy. Sharing feelings lifts the burden and provides perspective. List people you trust to talk to when you're struggling. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength and can be transformative. With these 11 lessons, you're building a toolkit for emotional resilience and growth. Each lesson brings you closer to a life that's not ruled by emotion, but enhanced by it. Thank you for watching Personal Revolution. Every step you take on this journey adds strength to your character. When you manage emotions, you control how you experience life itself. If these lessons resonated, hit subscribe, share this video with others, and join us for more empowering content. Remember, the power to master your emotions lies in your hands. Stay grounded, stay strong, and never underestimate the strength of emotional clarity. See you next time. As you move forward, know that emotional mastery is an ongoing journey that transforms over time. Each lesson you've learned today is more than just a skill. It's a step toward a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Life will always bring challenges, but with these tools, you're prepared to face them with a calm and steady mindset. Start by incorporating one lesson into your daily routine and watch how your ability to handle stress, communicate clearly, and connect with others improves. Remember, it's not about controlling every feeling, but rather embracing each one as a part of your personal growth. Every moment you take to pause, every time you respond with intention rather than impulse, you're building a life rooted in confidence and inner strength. Your emotions become not obstacles but powerful allies on your path. As we continue, let's dive even deeper into each lesson and examine how you can make emotional mastery a lifelong commitment filled with personal rewards and growth. The practice of managing your emotions goes beyond immediate reactions. It influences your relationships, career, and inner peace. Let's explore advanced strategies, expand on each lesson, and look at practical ways to build emotional resilience every day. Further expanding on Lesson 1, understand what emotions are and why we have them. Emotions are not just reactions, they are signals from our inner selves. Every emotion, whether positive or negative, comes with a purpose. Learning to decode these signals allows you to respond with understanding rather than judgment. Take time to ask yourself, why is this emotion here? What is it trying to show me? It could be revealing a need, a boundary, or even a value that matters deeply to you. Understanding emotions with depth enables you to align your actions with your values, enhancing your life satisfaction and clarity. Further insights on Lesson 2, learn to name your emotions with precision. Labeling emotions accurately isn't just about vocabulary, it's a means of self-awareness. The brain operates best when it understands and can name what it's experiencing. It's been proven that naming an emotion reduces its intensity, offering a clearer perspective on how to proceed. Consider this when you're upset. Is it anger or is it frustration, jealousy or disappointment? Each of these emotions implies a different need and response. By practicing this skill, you're giving yourself a clearer view of what's really happening, setting yourself up to respond in a way that's true to you. In depth on Lesson 3, recognize your emotional triggers. Triggers are powerful because they take us from calm to overwhelmed in seconds. By recognizing them, you're learning to reclaim control in challenging situations. Identifying triggers also helps you manage expectations and prepares you to respond with mindfulness. One effective technique is to create a trigger log. Write down common situations where you felt emotionally overwhelmed. Include details like who was involved, what was said, and your immediate reaction. Over time, you'll see patterns emerge, allowing you to prepare or even avoid these triggers. 4. Practice deep breathing and relaxation techniques. The body and mind are deeply connected. What affects one affects the other. Deep breathing exercises stimulate the vagus nerve, which helps calm the nervous system. Practicing relaxation techniques daily builds a foundation of calm, making it easier to stay grounded in stressful situations. For an advanced approach, try progressive muscle relaxation, where you tense and relax different muscle groups in your body. This technique not only reduces stress, but also helps you become more aware of physical tension, which is often linked to emotional stress. 5. Learn to pause before reacting. The power of the pause cannot be overstated. This simple action gives you a moment to recalibrate, to think, and to choose a response instead of reacting impulsively. It's a skill that prevents regret, hurtful words, and unnecessary stress. To make the pause more effective, pair it with a grounding question like, what outcome do I want from this situation, or is my reaction aligned with who I want to be? These questions reinforce your purpose and help steer you toward a constructive response. Further depth on Lesson 6. Practice self-compassion and be kind to yourself. In a world that often values productivity and perfection, self-compassion can feel like a radical act. It's about accepting yourself fully, especially in times of struggle or failure. Research shows that self-compassion improves resilience, making it easier to handle setbacks with grace. An exercise to enhance self-compassion is the self-compassion break. When you're feeling down, acknowledge the difficulty, affirm that struggles are part of the human experience, and offer yourself kindness. Over time, this practice builds a habit of treating yourself like you would a dear friend. Enhancing Lesson 7. Focus on gratitude to balance your emotions. Gratitude is a transformative practice. Studies show that people who regularly express gratitude experience lower levels of stress and depression. Why? Because gratitude shifts focus from what's lacking to what's present and valuable in life. To go beyond a gratitude list, try a gratitude letter. Write a letter to someone you appreciate but haven't fully acknowledged. This exercise deepens your sense of appreciation, giving your brain a powerful boost of positivity. Expanding Lesson 8. Find healthy outlets for emotional release. Emotions need to flow. Holding them in leads to an emotional buildup that can harm your mental and physical health. Finding outlets that resonate with you creates a release valve, helping you manage stress effectively. Think about creative outlets that feel natural and enjoyable. Whether it's painting, journaling, dancing, or even taking on a DIY project, these activities channel emotions constructively. Explore various outlets and pay attention to how they make you feel. This trial and error will help you build a reliable emotional toolkit. More insights on Lesson 9. Set boundaries to protect your emotional health. Healthy boundaries are the framework for emotional safety. They help you protect your well-being and create a space where you feel secure. The clearer you are about your boundaries, the less likely you are to experience burnout or resentment. One way to enhance boundary setting is by practicing boundary statements instead of just saying, "I need space." Clarify why it's important. I need time for myself to recharge, and that helps me show up as my best self. This approach helps others understand your needs while respecting your boundaries. In depth on Lesson 10. Replace negative thoughts with balanced ones. The human brain is naturally biased toward the negative, a trait that helped our ancestors survive but isn't always helpful today. By challenging negative thoughts, you retrain your brain to see reality more objectively, reducing unnecessary emotional strain. Try thought reframing. When a negative thought arises, pause and ask, what evidence supports this thought? And is there a different perspective? This process trains you to evaluate thoughts without letting them automatically dictate your feelings. Enhanced practice for Lesson 11. Seek support when needed. Everyone needs a support system. Friends, family, and even professionals can offer perspectives that you might miss. Seeking support isn't a sign of weakness, it's an empowering choice to take charge of your well-being. Consider developing an emotional support network. Identify people in your life who you trust and feel comfortable talking to about your emotions. Nurture these connections so they're there when you need them, and return the favor when they need you too. A strong support network can make all the difference. Advanced practices for daily emotional mastery. Daily reflection. Spend a few minutes each evening reflecting on the emotions you experienced that day. What did you feel and why? How did you respond? Reflecting daily helps reinforce emotional awareness and provides insight for improvement. Mindfulness meditation. Practicing mindfulness helps you stay present, making it easier to notice emotions as they arise without immediately reacting. Regular mindfulness can reduce anxiety, increase focus, and improve emotional resilience. Visualization. Visualizing yourself handling challenging situations with calm and confidence can train your brain to respond positively in real life. Imagine a scenario, feel the emotions, and see yourself choosing a wise and composed response. Journaling for clarity. Emotions can be confusing, but journaling provides a way to untangle them. Use journaling as a tool to clarify your feelings and gain deeper insights into why you feel a certain way. Revisit your why. Having a personal mission or why for emotional mastery strengthens your commitment. Remind yourself regularly of why you want to manage your emotions. Whether it's for better relationships, mental health, or personal growth, this motivation will fuel your journey. Final takeaway: living a life of emotional freedom. Mastering emotions isn't about eliminating them, but understanding and working with them. Each lesson builds on the next, creating a toolkit for a life where you're in the driver's seat, not your emotions. Every day, you're adding layers to your personal development, evolving into a person who can handle life with wisdom, strength, and calm. Let's take a deeper dive into furthering emotional mastery by exploring new lessons and practices. In this additional section, we'll focus on strengthening your daily routines, cultivating a resilient mindset, and developing strategies to manage the curveballs life throws at you. These lessons will help you not only cope with emotions, but also turn emotional challenges into opportunities for personal growth. 12. Embrace the power of positive self-talk. The way you talk to yourself can either support or hinder your emotional well-being. Positive self-talk is about consciously replacing negative, critical thoughts with encouraging and realistic ones. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or sugarcoating situations. Instead, it's about being your own ally and fostering a constructive inner dialogue. Practice self-compassion by talking to yourself as you would a friend. For example, instead of saying, "I always mess things up," try, "I'm learning and improving with every experience." Make it a habit to catch negative self-talk and rephrase it. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel to encourage yourself in tough situations. 13. Develop patience in daily life. Patience is an underrated skill in emotional mastery. It helps you stay calm and focused, even when things don't go as planned. Developing patience allows you to handle stress more gracefully and prevents impulsive, regrettable reactions. Try practicing patience in small ways every day, like waiting without scrolling through your phone, or allowing yourself to sit with uncomfortable emotions instead of rushing to distract yourself. Over time, you'll find it easier to maintain calm in situations that used to frustrate you. 14. Practice non-judgmental awareness of emotions. Emotions are simply part of being human, and they don't define you. Practicing non-judgmental awareness involves observing your feelings without labeling them as good or bad. This helps prevent shame or guilt around emotions and allows you to focus on the lesson each emotion brings. For example, instead of feeling embarrassed about your anger, notice it and say to yourself, "I am feeling anger." It's okay to feel this way by not judging your emotions. You create a safe space within yourself to understand and process them fully. 15. Develop tolerance for ambiguity. Life is unpredictable, and learning to tolerate ambiguity is essential for emotional resilience. Trying to control everything often leads to frustration and anxiety. Embracing ambiguity means accepting that some things are out of your control and learning to find peace in the unknown. The next time you face uncertainty, remind yourself that you don't need to have all the answers right away. Focus on what you can control: your reaction, your mindset, and your next small step. By building this tolerance, you allow yourself to remain calm and adaptable, even in chaotic situations. 16. Set clear personal goals for emotional growth. Having clear goals helps you stay focused and committed to emotional growth. These goals can be as simple as "I want to respond calmly to criticism," or "I want to let go of past grievances." By setting intentional goals, you give yourself a roadmap to follow, making it easier to stay on track during challenging times. To make your goals effective, write them down and review them regularly. Every month, take a moment to assess your progress and identify any areas where you can improve. Over time, you'll see how your consistent effort leads to greater emotional stability. 17. Build empathy by practicing perspective taking. Empathy is a powerful tool for emotional mastery because it helps you understand others' feelings and motivations. This, in turn, can improve your relationships and reduce conflicts. Perspective taking involves putting yourself in someone else's shoes and seeing the situation from their viewpoint. For example, if someone's behavior frustrates you, pause and think about their possible perspective. Are they going through something difficult? Are they reacting out of their own fears or insecurities? Practicing empathy not only improves your patience with others, but also enhances your emotional awareness and compassion. 18. Prioritize sleep and physical health for emotional stability. Emotional mastery isn't just about mental habits. Physical well-being plays a crucial role. Sleep, nutrition, and exercise all impact how well you manage your emotions. Poor sleep can make you irritable, low energy can increase stress, and a lack of exercise can lead to emotional stagnation. Prioritize your physical health by establishing a routine that includes at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep, balanced meals, and regular exercise. When you take care of your body, you're better equipped to handle emotional challenges with clarity and calm. 19. Create space for reflection and introspection. Reflection is an essential part of emotional mastery because it allows you to learn from past experiences. Taking time to think about your actions, responses, and emotions gives you insight into what works for you and what doesn't. Consider setting aside 10 to 15 minutes each day to journal or meditate on the day's events. Ask yourself questions like, what went well today? What emotions did I feel most strongly? And how could I handle a similar situation better in the future? Reflection builds self-awareness and prepares you for future challenges. 20. Practice acceptance of change and loss. Life is full of change, and learning to accept it is key to emotional resilience. Change can be difficult, especially when it involves loss or uncertainty, but resisting change often leads to prolonged suffering. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to like or agree with the change, it just means you recognize it and choose to adapt. One way to practice acceptance is by reflecting on past changes you've experienced and how you eventually adapted. Remind yourself that you've handled changes before, and you can do it again. This perspective helps you stay grounded, even during difficult transitions. 21. Cultivate a growth mindset toward emotions. Having a growth mindset means believing that you can improve and learn from every situation. With this mindset, emotional setbacks become opportunities for growth instead of obstacles. When you encounter a challenging emotion, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can I handle this better next time? This perspective empowers you to take control of your emotional development, encouraging you to continually improve. Over time, you'll start seeing each emotional challenge as a stepping stone toward a stronger, more resilient you. Lesson 22. Build emotional boundaries without feeling guilty. Setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable, especially if you're used to prioritizing others' needs over your own. However, boundaries are essential for emotional health. They protect your well-being and give you the space to grow without external pressure. Practice setting boundaries by starting small. Say no when you genuinely need a break, or politely express when something is making you uncomfortable. Remember that boundaries are a form of self-respect, and they help you maintain the energy you need to manage your emotions effectively. Final thoughts. Embracing emotional mastery as a lifelong journey. As you continue this journey of emotional mastery, remember that it's a process, not a destination. Each lesson you've learned here is a building block, helping you grow into a person who is both emotionally resilient and self-aware. You'll find that as you practice these skills, your sense of inner peace and self-assurance will grow too. Emotional mastery is about living in alignment with your true self, responding to life with clarity and purpose, and navigating challenges with grace. Every small step you take builds toward a life of freedom, strength, and fulfillment. Thank you for being here with Personal Revolution, where our goal is to empower you to become the best version of yourself. Remember, each day is a new opportunity to practice, learn, and evolve. Hit subscribe to stay connected with us as we continue exploring the depths of personal growth and transformation.